I grew up like a savage. What's up with you, man? Man, we glad you came, man.
Got you out in Oakland on 85th at the No Vultures podcast.
Giving
Man,
the love, man. Love the
What's
community.
up?
Man.
Came out here, the first thing I seen was black people.
right. Man, I'm glad you started right there because we, usually we do the traditional shit and ask you where you grew up, how you grew up, where you from, and all that, right? But since you said that, I just want to touch on that because in my short research, checking you out, I see that you a very, very conscious young dude. Like you conscious of what you say, you conscious of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Which is rare. You know what I'm saying? And like, where did that come from? Did that come from your upbringing or what?
I would like to say partly like I had that niche always, but early on they'll tell you got ADHD or you this, disorder.
Right.
When I started realizing that was my advantage in life, and I just my brain just worked faster than yours, and I learned how to manipulate that into my advantage and work with it.
Yeah.
Become one with myself.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, I'm peeping shit.
Right.
I'm looking at the obvious.
Right.
I mean, everything I do, I think outside the box. I don't care what it is. And I practice on females at a young age. So that was my practice. Being a player, not pimping.
Right, being a player.
Not putting my hands on women, but just trying to be a player. Let me
Just saying what you could say to get to him, and you see, the words matter.
All I did. That's all I did. Really.
I ain't even got to ask you if you got no success because the way you talking, bro, they was with it. You know what I'm saying?
You're
I know.
a young man, right? You what, age 20, 21?
21.
So let's go back to the traditional shit. Now, was you born in Oakland?
I was born in Oakland.
Born in Oakland, and you moved to Stockton when?
Very like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 years old. And was it family there, or was it pretty much like everybody else, like trying to get away from Oakland, like far as your family?
My family was heavily in Oakland.
Okay.
I assume this is an assumption.
Okay.
The dope era when that hit.
Right.
That's when my family migrated to Stockton. A couple other families from not just Oakland, from the Bay Area, just migrated to Stockton.
A lot of people.
That's what populated like that in Stockton. Like Stockton populated a lot of Bay Area folks. So that's when you get this flavor.
Right.
So automatically soon he got this Bay Area swag.
Right.
But it's something about you. You from Stockton. I'm like, I was born in the Bay. My folks from the Bay.
Yeah.
But once I realized that's when I started rapping more.
Right.
I took it to a serious level. Okay, I'm not just rapping. I'm really saying stuff.
Right. And I always like to get this shit straight too, because we be so territorial with these places where we from, and we be so we be so protective of where we from, right? And we hold on to that. But I'm glad you said that because that your family was cultured. Yeah. From the beginning, and I always like to relate it to the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Coming from here, there's a lot of history. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, of course, spread out and migrated amongst, you know what I'm saying? So it almost gives you a sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? Because early on, Stockton was bland. We all know that. Almost everybody was a migrant. You know what I'm saying? To the valley parts, because all our folks from the south and shit came to these ports. They was trying to get work, railroad tracks, whatever. You know what I mean? Ports. So, how was it growing up in Stockton, North Side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How was that?
Growing up in Stockton, first off, it was gang affiliate off the rip because it's the valley, so
Crips and Bloods,
Crips and Bloods.
Yeah.
Right in Stockton.
Hispanic politics, but I don't really call it Hispanic politics because California is Mexico anyway.
Anyway,
so that's their territory anyway.
I always
coming in their home.
You're right.
So
absolutely.
Me growing up in an environment like that, I look at myself as a wolf.
Okay.
I look at an alpha wolf.
Okay.
I always knew. Streets is cool, but I only did that to test myself, test my ability to survive the fittest.
Right.
That's why I don't believe. That's why a lot of stuff I just disagree with. Because I just like, we supposed to be like this. We're animals. We're supposed to be like this.
Right.
We survive the fittest. We need to, sometimes stuff need to happen. People, but I never wanted to put that onto people. Put my mindset on the people because I didn't know how.
Right.
People was gonna take it like you're trying to be too conscious, too deep.
Yeah.
So I just sit back and I just write.
I like how you think outside the box, man, and just listening to you talk. That shit shows up in your personality because what I was saying earlier, some shit you can't teach. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you can't buy. But
it seemed like it started as a youngster, though.
Yeah.
And it seemed like nothing over the last couple of years. It seemed like...
Because what you saying in essence, too, is the same thing as far as like, The difference between us and an actual what we call an animal is the human being itself got a conscience.
Yeah.
Right? So when we kill, we basically kill for nothing. We don't kill because we're going to eat. You know what I'm saying? We kill off emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't have those gears. Animals just, lion, deer, hunt. Yeah. Even if it's full. You know what I mean? Go get it. It's food for later. Yeah. So growing up on the north side, like you said, there was a lot of gangbanging, a lot of Crips and Bloods. Now, in your eyes, in your perspective, is gangbanging a culture that's how can I say this? Is the type of behavior in gangbanging regional? Like, is there distinct things about different neighborhoods, or not even different neighborhoods? I mean, regions. Yeah. So I'm not saying like the 6-0s, the neighborhoods, and the 8 trades. I'm not saying they differences like that because they're gonna be similar. You know what I'm saying, in behavior. But so is there a difference in like Stockton people that gangbang?
You saying like from Sacramento?
From anywhere, Sacramento. And of course, we know down south they're gonna be different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we still in California, so I'm just trying to make the
California rap in the old time.
Yeah.
But with me growing up in Stockton environment, I didn't look at none of this like a game. I looked at this as my first test. If I can make it out this shit.
Wow.
I'm gonna make it out. I'm gonna be the smartest. I want to know everything, and I'm not gonna learn everything in my lifetime. But if I set it as a goal, that's a high-ass goal. If I put 100,000 hours or something, it's gonna pay off.
Absolutely.
So I knew, I was like, oh, y'all want to play street? Okay, when I step in this element, I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna be intelligent. I'm gonna move quick, wise. You feel me? Like Malcolm X.
Right.
Instead of me portraying to be Malcolm X, why not just be me?
Mm-hmm. And you knew this early on.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because I read I wish I knew the author's name. I read a book. And it was basically the subtitle was to destroy our black boys and talk about misdiagnosing them and clinical psychologists in the schools and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really do that. Like, they'll say a little black boy got ADHD so quick. He's aggressive. Like, we aggressive. We hypersexual. We all that shit to them. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. Growing up early on, you already knew the difference. You know how to adapt. You know how to survive. And how did you? Because I feel like I was the same way. But my thing was, for people that didn't understand, to me, they didn't understand what I understood. I felt like I was compassionate. Did you have that same feeling? Like, I wouldn't just say, you a dumbass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, he just, you know what I'm saying? How did you feel?
When I was
about your peers, basically.
I knew about my peers. Like, I seen so I watch a lot of wrestling, but I never looked at the moves. I looked at the acting, the stunts. And the way they use their words, the way they talk, the way announcers talk. I'm like, why they talk so white boyish? That was my first instinct. So that was my first step to becoming ignorant. So I'm saying white, but why do you talk so uppity? Right. So once I start playing my wordplay and start using my voice to my advantage, then I start carrying myself different around everybody.
You think that was like a junior high, or
that was like 7th grade when I knew I can make you cry with some words.
Right.
I know the power of my words is more power than that gun because you can shoot me right now, but then words still go.
They gonna sting.
Somebody else say that, then you like.
Yeah.
I'm like, that word.
That shit gonna carry on. Yeah.
Said words matter.
And you was in the sports, in the hooping, right?
Yeah, I was in the hooping.
Mm-hmm. And like, did you went all the way through the AAU system and all that?
I went through the AAU system, but hooping really balanced me out, my manhood. That's why people will be like, how you so advanced so early? Because I hoop, and I went through a lot of failure with that. So instead of doing failure in the streets, I failed in that. I excelled at a high level, dropping a lot of points, dunking on a lot of people. My failure was my attitude. Coach and uncoachable grades. So me going to failure with that, why would I want to fail in the music business? So I knew, I was like, no, I'm gonna put my head to this. I'm gone because I already failed with that. And I put this, and I was like, okay, when I step into this music, I'm not gonna do no plan B, plan C, because that's what I did with basketball.
Right.
I'm making a hoop, I'm gonna be a coach. If I'm making a coach, I'm gonna be a ref. If I'm making a ref, I'm gonna coach the kids.
Right.
You feel me? On and on. Keep setting on the goal because I'm not pushing at the first goal. Go to the NBA.
That's important for us to know as a people on some black excellence shit too. That these industries require a lot of jobs and a lot of different people to get shit done. Like we smoking backwoods. That's a product. It takes a lot of people to get that shit together.
A lot of people don't let them get paid for this.
Yeah. And then something else you said, like, you know, basketball kind of prepared you for that shit, right? It kind of remind me of the whole concept of what 2 Chainz got going on right now. The rapper Go to the League. Yeah. Like on one of them verses, he talk about how the coach tell him to line the elbow up to, you know, get his feet right. Now, he put that in his verse, and he's saying, I probably learned more from him than I did from my own kin. You know what I'm saying? So just taking the lessons out of everything, man, I could respect that shit. Like, I like that, man. Like, you know, and I could tell that you really appreciated everything and coming up.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah, and so, and I got to ask you this, too, about AAU. Overall, because I just ask people this, because I grew up through that same shit, same system, brothers going through that shit. How do you feel about the AAU? Do you feel like it's because people got their complaints and all that, but how do you feel like about that youth basketball, AAU in particular, overall?
What I want to tell, instead of the players, I want to tell the parents, y'all obviously know it's a money grab.
Okay.
Right? So
okay.
Be the one that's making the money. Make your kid rich. Put your kid on the ball. He's going to go number 1 to Duke. He's going to go to the NBA.
And see, that's what I've been telling because my little brother, of course, being around here, right, we ain't never got 7-footers naturally. Like Ivan Rabb, he made it to the league recently, but we don't just got 7-footers. So niggas 6'5" and up, you playing center, you playing the big.
But with exposure.
Yeah, right? So a lot of them dudes that had sons that was guards would grab my brother like, we paying his shit all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. But the point was to get their son in college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so exactly what you're saying is what I peeped. That's why I wanted to ask him that, because I knew kind of what he was going to say. You know what I'm saying? AAU. They been.
How long was you in the AAU?
In the AAU, I was up there like my freshman year. Mm-hmm. But what a lot of players don't understand, when I be telling players now, I'm like, y'all playing all day, y'all hooping all day, y'all from Cali, y'all got the skills. But every time y'all step down south, y'all wonder why y'all not athletic enough. Y'all not gonna end up like that, because that's predominantly brothers. Here, y'all all mixed, y'all mutts, face to face. So what you should do is study the game and just hit the weight room. Hit the weights at an early age. If you hit weights in middle school, you're gonna be Zion. Just hit the damn weights. Go through pain. If you don't want to go through no pain, don't step in no game in life. Give up now.
Period, man.
Because it's survival of the fittest. It's survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
You're an animal. And I'm a wolf. Once you get weak in my little, I don't care what you want, I'm taking you out.
Right.
You're weak.
Right, man. You hear this, man? You hear him though? Haiti Babii, man. You hear?